Shipbuilding is an ancient industry. The Chinese and Egyptians have been at it for 3,000 years, and the seamanship of Polynesian peoples has been legendary for centuries. In that respect, Seward's ship dry dock in Chandlery is very much a newcomer, having started operations in 1974. Fishing is a major industry in Alaska. Seward was founded in response to the needs of fishermen, who at the time had little access to local repair and maintenance services. The business expanded rapidly. A 300-ton marine railway was constructed in 1979, and a 5,000-ton synchro lift, a special type of underwater device that lifts boats directly out of the water, ready to be towed to dry dock facilities, installed at a new facility in 1985. Today, Seward has moved from its original site on Lowell Point to an 11-acre facility in the Lear Industrial Park, which includes 35,000 square feet of covered work area. According to the prospectus, the company services everything from rowboats to oil tankers. They have received approval from both the U.S. Coast Guard and the American Bureau of Shipping, or ABS. Seward Ship's dry dock has never been an actual factory where ships are constructed from the keel up. Any exposure to asbestos would most likely have been aboard a client ship built prior to the 1980s. In this case, it would be important to have access to all company records, including the names of client vessels and what asbestos products were either already aboard or taken aboard in the course of service and/or maintenance jobs. Most ships built prior to 1980 contained tremendous amounts of asbestos insulation and paint. The reason was because of the danger of fire at sea. It is perhaps the most life-threatening situation faced by men and women aboard a vessel. This danger was brought home to the American people in 1934 when the SS Morro Castle caught fire off the coast of New Jersey. Nearly one-fifth of the crew and passengers aboard died either in the fire itself or attempting to escape. Partially as a result of this, marine industry lobbyists pressured Congress to hold hearings, the result of which made the federal government the largest purchaser of asbestos products. The civilian shipbuilding industry followed suit. Meanwhile, the asbestos industry itself made certain that information about health risks related to asbestos, which were well known by the 1930s, did not become public knowledge. The truth about this corporate conspiracy came out in 1977 with the discovery of what came to be known as the Sumner-Simpson Papers. These papers consisted of correspondence between Raybestos CEO Sumner Simpson and the management of another large asbestos company, Johns Manville. These letters revealed that the asbestos industry had commissioned a number of studies during the 1930s confirming the link between asbestos and pulmonary disease. These results were deliberately suppressed for 40 years. Most shipyard workers, particularly those working below decks, suffered some degree of asbestos exposure prior to that time. Specific jobs in which workers were at greatest risk were those of welders, carpenters, painters, sheet metal workers, riggers, pipe fitters, electricians, and general laborers. While establishing liability in mesothelioma cases requires a great deal of research and is often problematic, once ultimate liability is established, such cases historically have a high rate of success for plaintiffs. The reason is that mesothelioma has only one known proven cause, which is asbestos exposure. For this reason, it is important to have an irrefutable diagnosis from a qualified oncologist. Thank you for watching. This video was produced by Asbestos.Net, a leading resource on all aspects of asbestos and mesothelioma. Our priority is to inform victims about the devastating effects of asbestos exposure, mesothelioma, asbestos cancer, asbestosis, and other asbestos-related diseases, and to advise them with a wealth of information. Individuals whose lives have been touched by mesothelioma have numerous questions and concerns. Their caregivers and family members also need accurate, reliable information. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos cancer and need more information, we invite you to visit and explore the thousands of pages of oncologist-reviewed material on Asbestos.net
to call our convenient toll-free number shown below and speak with a mesothelioma specialist, or to use the simple contact form found at Asbestos.Net to request a free copy of our informative books, custom inserts, and DVD. Asbestos.Net, information and help for patients and families.